Hey guys, my name is John, and this video is brought to you by Grimworks Productions. So, for this video, we're just going to show you a quick tutorial from a beginner's point of view on how to put together Warhammer 40k models. So I have here with me, this is, we call it a blister pack. It's just a single model. And once you pull it out, you're going to have your plastic sprue and your little instruction guide. And when you're done, you should have a cool little monito. And all you really need to put together these blister packs is a little bit of plastic glue, this is not a scalpel, this is an X-Acto knife, and clippers to get the actual figurine off of the plastic. So I put this one together just a few minutes ago. This is a plague surgeon for the new Death Guard army. And for this video, we're going to be putting together our guy's Solitaire from his Harlequin army. So, if you see here, you have the actual figurine, really well sculpted. You can see all the detail. And all of this is just extra sprue to keep the whole piece together so you don't lose it. All you do is you get your clippers, and you're going to get as close to the model as you actually can without actually touching it, because you don't want to accidentally cut into the model itself. And you're just going to clip, and clip. Okay, pretty simple. Then you're going to get your X-Acto knife, and I like to use the blade. A lot of people, like Roman, who also plays Warhammer, he'll use the back of the X-Acto knife and just give it a sanding motion to remove the risk of actually cutting into the model. I don't like how long that takes, so I go ahead and I use the blade as much as possible, not touching the model, just taking off the little bit of extra sprue, because if you leave that there, it's going to show when you paint it, it's going to show that extra bit of plastic that you just isn't actually part of the model, it's part of the sprue. So I just scrape it off very gently. I'm not putting very much pressure on this at all. Like I said, you don't want to cut into the model. You just want to take off the bumps. So this leg here was connected to the sprue by 3 pieces. Important to remember that, so that you make sure you get all 3 pieces of excess sprue off of the model. Some of them are connected by 5 or 6 pieces, so you try to remember that number so that you don't leave anything behind on accident. So next we're going to take off the torso. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube showing you how to do this, and I do watch a lot of them, and I do like a lot of them. I like watching some of these guys work. The thing about this video and the videos that are going to be coming out after this, which would be painting and basing your army, is I am working from a beginner's point of view, and some of these guys have been playing this game and putting these toys together for so long that they don't do anything less than perfection. And it can be a little daunting when you are barely getting into it and you got fat fingers and your models just don't come out anywhere near as good looking as theirs. So after I put this guy together, we're going to bring you another video of painting this model. So after you're done clipping your pieces from your sprue and you've cleaned off all the excess sprue on the model, you're ready to start gluing it together. Now some people do use super glue, and that's totally fine, but GW or Citadel's plastic glue is actually made specifically to fuse the pieces of plastic together, making it harder to fall apart in the future, because you will be dropping stuff a lot, especially if you have kids. Okay, so all you're going to do is see where your 2 pieces fit. Right here I have the torso and the right leg, and it fits together just like that. So you just dab a little bit of glue where the 2 pieces connect. Doesn't take very much. And press it together. Now plastic glue does take a little bit longer than super glue to bond, but it's not going to be an insane amount of time. You're not going to be here all night trying to glue one model together. Okay, so we're going to dry fit the back to the torso, see where it fits, drop a little bit of glue, and there we go. You can see our model is now starting to come together. And one thing I caution against is getting glue into your fingertips of the hand that's actually going to be holding the model, because the glue kind of melts the plastic a little bit, and you can mess up some of the detail by having excess glue on your fingers. So make sure your fingertips are free of glue. So I have the stem which connects the model to the base drying to the model itself. Like I said, it takes a little bit longer than super glue, but once it's bonded pretty much for life. And there we have our solitaire. This right here you can see is the fully painted model. In our next video, we're going to be showing you how to apply paint to this model. And like I said, this is a beginner's guide, so it's not going to be a perfect paint job. It's going to be a little bit better than your standard 3-color minimum, which is what they recommend for playing the game at least. A lot of people will play with just bare plastic, but it looks better painted. Even if it's not the greatest job in the world, it still looks better painted. So we're going to see what we can do on our next video. And until then, my name is John, and I want to thank my cameraman, our tete-a-tete guy, Tony. Say hi, Tony.
Hi, people.
And so tune into our next video. I'm not sure when it's going to be out, but hopefully maybe about a week after this video we'll have our painting tutorial. And until then, we'll see you guys.